again, as we said, we are just going to press F5, and I'm going to remove 0.5 cc of mercury. So I'm just expanding this. I'm trying to find the bubble point, and then I'm going to shake the cell. Every time we remove mercury, we have to shake the cell to make sure the system has gone to the equilibrium condition. Okay, it was not enough, so I'm going to remove another 0.5 cc. And I'm going to shake the cell. Remember, if you don't shake the cell, these numbers would be wrong. So this is 125.66. And after you shake it, it becomes 139. So if you don't shake it, you will not get the right number. So it was too much. I'm going to inject back 0.45 cc's. Now I'm going to shake the cell. Remember, if you don't shake, these numbers would be wrong. So I'm going to shake the cell again. Every time we add or we remove mercury, we shake the cell to make sure everything is right. So I have 0.02. So I'm going to inject 0.02. So I look at the amount of gas and I inject something very close to that. And then I'm going to shake the cell. Okay. So we got to the point that we have 0.002 cc's of gas. And if you remember, we said 0.001 or 0.002 is considered to the first gas bubble. So now that I have that, so I know this is my bubble point pressure. So I have bubble point pressure as 140.9. Okay. And at this point, now that I have my bubble point pressure, what I would do, I use the F10 to get the composition. This is the composition at the saturation pressure, right? So NC4, N-butane, the X is 0.9058. So 0.09058. That's the amount of liquid. So it has 90.5% of the liquid NC4, and the amount of gas is gas and butane is 0.2501. So 0.2501. Okay. And I know the summation of the liquids should add up to 1. The summation of gas composition should add up to 1. So this should be 1 minus the amount of this. And this should be 1 minus the amount of this. So, and if you can see, this is exactly the same. So 0.0942, 0.0749. So the summation of liquid composition should add up to 1. The summation of gas composition should add up to 1 as well. So I got my compositions. Okay. So I'm done with the second part. So what I need to do is to simply press escape, terminate the program, and open the program again. So I found the mixture. I generate a mixture of 10%, almost 10% N-butane, 90% N-butane, 10% CO2. And I got my saturation pressure, and I got the composition of CO2 and N-butane at that saturation pressure. Okay. So I'm going to repeat this for 20%, 30%, 40%, all the way to 90%. Okay. So to save time, this is exactly the same every time. I just generate the mixture and I repeat this. So to save the time, I'm just going to go to the last part, and then I'll provide you with the rest of the information. Okay. So let's say I want to generate a mixture of 90% CO2. So let's say I have already done all these steps. So this was the initial condition, and then step 1, mixture 2, and let's say I have done all these, and now I'm in step 9. Okay. So in step 9, it says what I need to do is to add 46.137 cc's of mercury. Okay, so if you remember, I said the volume of this hand pump is only 30 cc, so I cannot do the 46.137 at one step. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first open valve 8. I'm going to open valve 9. Okay. I'm going to open valve 11. I'm going to open valve 4. Okay. So I connected all these. And now I want to remove, but I know this hand pump can only take 30 cc's. So I'm just going to remove 30 cc's first. So I took 30 cc's of the mercury out. Okay. I'm going to close valve 8. Okay. I'm going to close, and I'm going to open valve 10. Okay. So my hand pump is full. So I got 30 cc's out. I'm going to place that 30 cc's in my mercury supply. Okay. So I'm going to put a 5 and I'm going to empty my mercury hand pump to the mercury supply. So I got 30 cc's out and I stored it in my mercury supply. Okay. Now I'm going to close valve 10. I'm going to close the valve to mercury supply and I'm going to open valve 8 again. So I removed the 30. So what I need is 16.137. So I'm going to do a 516.13 first. 16. So I'm going to do minus. Remember, I'm going to remove that. So I'm going to minus 16.3. Sorry, 6. So I'm going to do minus 16.13 or 0.1 first. So sometimes it doesn't take the whole number. So I got 16.1. So still I need to remove minus 0.037. Okay. So I do it in 2 steps. So I got my 16.37. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to close valve 8. I'm going to open valve 1. And I'm going to inject that 16.13 first. Remember, I do it in 2 steps. And then I'm going to inject that 0.007. So I put the 16.317 in. Still, I need to put that 30, which I put it in the supply. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close 1. I'm going to open 10. I'm going to take that 30 cc's out, so minus 30. So I got my 30 cc's back. I'm going to close 10. I'm going to open 1 again. And I'm going to inject my 30 cc's. So what I did, I needed to add 46.137 to my 10 cc's. Okay. But I couldn't do it at one step. So I took 30 cc's out, I put it in a supply, and I took the other 16.137 out. I put the 16.137, and then I took the 30 cc's back and I injected 30 cc's. Now I can go ahead and close all the valves. I'm going to close valve 11. I'm going to close valve 4. I'm going to close valve 1. I'm going to open valve 8. Okay. And now I'm going to shake the cell. When I added that 46.137 cc's of CO2 to my 10 cc N-butane, and everything is done, I'm shaking the cell. Okay. So now to make sure that I did it right, I press F10. So I wanted to have 90% CO2. I got 89%, and I got almost 10%. So very close. So I'm good. Okay. So I generated the mixture. Now I need to find its bubble point. So the same as before, I'm gonna remove, let's say, minus 0.8. And then I'm gonna shake this out. I'm gonna do minus 0.2. These are random numbers, you know, there's no reason of picking these. These are just random. I'm trying to find the bubble point. So I'm just expanding this liquid till the first gas bubble comes out. And I do these randomly to find that. So I'm gonna do another 0.5. I'm going to shake it. Okay. Still, I need to, so I'm gonna another 160. Let's see. I'm going to shake that. Still, I need to remove, so this time I'm going to remove 2 cc's. Seems that now the mixture is more compressible, so it can basically expand more. So I shake it. I'm going to remove minus 4 cc's. I'm going to remove minus 4 again. Oh, I need to shake this out. I remove minus 5 again. So I try to find a bubble point, and now it seems that my mixture is more compressible. Okay, so now I passed the bubble point. So I need to shake this. Okay, I'm going to now inject 0.9 back. I'm going to shake this out. It was too much. I'm gonna inject minus 0.2. I'm gonna remove 0.2. I'm going to shake this out. As you can see, this is now more tricky since I have a mixture of 2 components, and 5. This time I'm gonna do 0.01. I want to make sure I get to that very slowly, and I'm gonna shake this out. So I'm gonna do 5, this time 0.008. So I want to be very close to that number, and I'm going to shake it. Okay, so we are getting close. So I'm gonna do 0.003 this time.